The lovers stare into each other's eyes, together at last. Tarion registers your presence for the first time. She smiles at you in gratitude. Redulus gives you a nod of acknowledgement. You know they'll leave now for the Hall of Echoes. They turn to each other.
Identify your...
The elf's deep golden eyes go wide with recognition. A strange smile dances across his mouth, and he starts to roar with laughter.
The gods chose you as their champion. Some blushing lizard. Run home, little Godwoken. You find only death here. You speak loudly, young Godwoken, but I see only a barking dog. You are not worthy of this temple. Leave. Run back to your hearth. Cower there while death searches for you.
The laughter dies from the elf's eyes, replaced with weary seriousness.
Good. It is proper that the Godwoken should not be so easily pushed away. Too many are not ready for the trials ahead. You may proceed. You find no threat here. Not from me, at least. The island is not overrun. This temple stands strong. The other gods were clearly not as powerful as Tir-Cendelius. In his fortress, the Black Ring do not succeed. They do not kill the Godwoken, but they do not fail. Now, knights and Godwoken both cower behind monsters, tied to sticks.
The elf raises a bushy eyebrow.
One demands from one's lessers. I am your equal, Godwoken. Once, I stand where you stand. My gods chosen, fighting to be the divine. The trials do not kill me, but neither do I triumph. Another becomes divine, and I remain here to serve Tir-Cendelius and protect his chosen. It is not the place of a knight to reveal such things. We walked your path once. You must discover it yourself, as we did. Turn to the gods. Their guidance alone will lead you. May Zol Stissa ever watch over you.
The bear gives you a serious look. She opens her mouth wide, her great fangs on display for you. Then she clears her throat.
Can I ask you a philosophical question? Okay then. If a tree falls in a forest and the whole place is covered in death fog, does anyone care? Does anyone hear what? I don't know. The death fog covered the forest and everybody died. Didn't even have time to scream. Tree falls then. I don't care if anyone heard it happen. I want to know if anyone cares.
She gives you a long, wet-eyed look. Her lip begins to tremble, which on a bear is an impressive sight. She tries not to cry.
I thought no one cared. I thought no one cared but elves and bears. This gives me hope, this does. Lots of hope. Thank you.
With a sigh, she turns away.
Hear my prayer. Save your children.
A customer. Perhaps you'd like to trade. Find something to safeguard your
His lascivious eyes flick over you to skin-crawling effect.
vulnerable flesh. A distant place called Nemesis. I couldn't resist the lure of this world, though. Such bloodshed and despair truly does loosen purse strings.
The elven priest prays serenely. Sensing your presence, he opens his eyes. A long look passes between you as he takes in your face and the color of your skin.
So, the Red Prince is here. Interesting, if revolting. Not every day one meets his annihilator. The very man who in the darkest depths of his mind formulated the plan to unleash death fog within the heart of the elven homeland. Memory fails, does it, Prince? But elven memory never fails. We know from the flesh of your generals that it was you who whispered the poison in their ears. We know from their flesh that the intention was to eradicate both us and the Ring. You pretend to be a prince of the House of War, whereas you're nothing but a slave of the House of Shadows. Lies, deception, and death. Those are the pillars that hold your vile empire aloft. Away from me, demon. It is a terrible miracle that a heart as cold as yours manages to beat.
This is incredible. What a structure.
Might be nothing left like this in the world. Not since Lucian used the death fog on the elves.